Alright, welcome to another video. I am Peter, and if you don't know who I am and what I do, go check out my introduction video on my channel. In this video, we will take a look at the Chinese four-wheeler that has some mechanical issues, and we'll try to solve those issues and try to flip it. So, I finally have the time to work on this machine. I disassemble it off camera, and in one of my previous video I show you the issue with this bike, with this four-wheeler. I'm sorry. It has this rubber intake manifold is cracked, and somebody patched it with some duct tape, and the issue is that due to this leak, the engine is running lean. To compensate that problem, you have to have the float level, the level of the fuel in the carburetor. You have to have that set up on the higher side, and there is a problem with flooding over and leaking the fuel on the ground and so on. So I will try to look at that, and if the bike and if the four-wheeler will then start, no problem. I will put the plastics back on and I will try to flip it for some profit. I bought this machine for $200, and I hope to flip it for 5, but realistically speaking I will get like between 350 and 400. So I cannot afford to buy a new intake manifold because that's like $40 shipped. It's not worth it. So let's get into it. I will connect the booster pack onto the battery and I will try to crank it, but I can assure you the quad will not start. So we have to tweak the float level and see what that will do. So the audio will be a little shy because the lights are humming and the booster pack is humming also. So I will try to start it, but as I said, it will not start. The ignition switch here is a little funky. Right now it's working, but every vibration it makes that thing go nuts. Choke is on, fuel petcock is on, and we'll try to start it. Nothing. And also starter clutch is acting out. What I will do is turn off the fuel. I will raise the fuel level and we'll try it again. Alright, the carburetor is draining into the bowl here. I will crack it open and I will show you the internals. I forgot my tools today, so I'm working with the remnants of the tools that I have here. So I have a little bit complicated situation here. There are 3 screws on the bottom. This one is your air-fuel ratio. I will crack it open like this, lift this thing out, all the screws fell out. And here is the float. The black thing here is the float, and what you want to have is you want to have the top of the float flush with the edge of the carburetor. It's there, but it doesn't work on this bike, so I will raise the level a bit and I will assemble it back together. I set the float level, I will blow through and I will show you. In this position it's closed. Now I will raise it a little and I will try to blow, and you will see that the air is flowing through the check valve. So now it will fill up a little quicker and a little higher. I will put it back on the bike and test if it will work. The carburetor is back in. I was struggling with the carburetor cap here. The threads here are a little bit messed up. I will turn the booster pack back on and I will try to start it. The moment of truth is here. The ignition is on. The booster pack is on. The choke is on. I will push the magic button here. And like that, it's running. It smokes a little bit, but that's because, let me turn it off. It smokes a little bit, but that's because it's running a pretty on the rich side. I have to do a little tweaking to the carburetor again. I have to a little lower the float level again, and then I will run it again. I was fiddling with the idle speed and the air fuel mixture ratio and the float level. Now it should start and idle. I find out that this hose here is leaking, so I will look at my stash of hoses if I have this diameter, and I will change it, and then I will put the plastics back on and I will take it outside, take a couple pictures and get this thing on the internet so it can be sold, and I will move to another project. So I will see if it will run. Yeah, it starts no problem. It's idling fine now. So let me look for the hose and I will see you then. And the idle speed is little on the lower side. So I will tune in shortly. I don't have the exact diameter of the hose here in my stash. I will have to look for some hose at my parts department, and I will change that behind the camera. I will also get rid of these broken turn signals, because I think that the quad will look better without the broken turn signals than with them. I will get these uninstalled. I turn my heater, my space heater on, because I was freezing my thingy here, down there off, so I have to turn that on. I will set you down, get rid of these turn signals, and then put the plastics on, and I will be done with this four-wheeler.
It's 140mm
Boom. Done. Now let's get these plastics, these fairings installed. Now I have to insert the ignition through the top, and it has to make its way down like that. I found some motorcycle toolkit, so that will make my day a little bit easier. I start with the first Allen head bolt here in the front. Now I will bolt these lips down on this side and on this side. I have the caveman tools today. Okay, this side is bolted down. I will get the other side, and then we will move to the rear plastic and the seat. The front light is held on by tabs on the bottom and 2 screws on the top. Oh no. If you will be watching some of my videos, that's what happens always to me. I'm losing constantly screws, tools, and so on. And now for the back plastic. Oh. Okay, you failed for the second time now. This plastic should hold with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 6th screw on the other side, but these bottom screws, they are the hangers that they bolt to they are bent, so I will just bolt it down right here, and those two. And the final touch is the seat, which is right here. I need 2 hands to set it down, and then I will show you the final result of this quad. And here is the final result of this quad. I will as you can see, the front tires are bolted and dry rotted. You can better see it on the other side. The dry rot of these tires is incredible. The rear tires are also bolted and highly dry rotted. But overall, for $400 you will get a driving four-wheeler. It has brand new rims in the back. The new owner will have to invest a couple $100 in new tires, new ball joints, new battery, and a little tweaking of the carburetor and the intake manifold new, and you will have a functioning four-wheeler. That will wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, go down, leave a comment, subscribe, like, share it, and in the future we have 3 more bikes to do a village run. So have a nice day, be safe out there. I'm out of here, bye.